It's Tuesday. Me and You's Day. Wow. Look how many people are here already. All right. I can see. Now I can see everybody. Quick thank you to Nancy L. She sent me something from my Amazon list. Thank you very much. That was very sweet of you when I was sick. Okay. I'm much better now. And for all of you that have been asking, Danny and Sheila have been sending me pictures of frozen iguanas because they think it's pretty funny that we went to freezing a few mornings in a row. Okay. And there's that. But they're beginning to thaw. That's the great news. The Florida iguanas, the big green ones, are beginning to thaw. And hopefully, if the orange one goes, back down to Mar-a-Lago, then one will fall right on its head. All right. Card of the day, Way of Positive Change, Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky, every single day. Thanks for being there with me and letting me know, hitting the like button. Here too, it means a lot to me. Knight of Swords, so the energy is very unsettled. Don't be a button pusher. Avoid people that can be very moody or ornery or troublemakers. Watch out for aggressive drivers. Don't react. Don't give anybody a piece of your mind today. Avoid it because it probably won't work out to your benefit. I just got a cold chill and a cold breeze, and there are not any windows open. So we have a very special visitor, apparently. All right. We are going to ask about Tulsi Gabbard and what has she got in that safe of hers. That's a good place to start. We'll start right there. Forget the iguanas. We got goats. All right. Listen. I'm hoping and I'm praying that the Avril Haines report, or that Avril Haines is the last CIA manager. I hope that she is part of the whistleblower phenomena here. For those of you that are not aware, apparently there's an extremely sensitive report by a whistleblower, and of course, it implicates Gabbard, and it's supposed to be so highly sensitive that it's hard to even know how to release it to Congress or present it to Congress. And apparently, Tulsi Gabbard, the DNI, she has it actually in her safe, and it's been there for 8 months. Now, let me just see, because they've always gotten the Queen of Pentacles, which is a dark-haired woman. So the report is from a dark-haired woman about dark-haired woman. Let's see if we can get a sex on the whistleblower. Could be more than one in there. I mean, they don't know. Guides and angels, please. Guides and angels. Wow, that chill was so strange. That hasn't happened in a while. Guides and angels, can you show us the sex of the whistleblower who made the report that is in Gabbard's safe? All right, now whoever this is has temporarily left the building or the country or the state. Okay, it was given, and then it was given to someone they trusted as well, and that didn't go where it was supposed to go. So they lost hope, they lost faith. Now here we are with the full moon and the sun and the eclipse that's coming up. So hopefully this will come out. This exchange isn't happening right here though, so I don't like that. information was given to a person who wrote the report. Okay, so there is more than one person in this. Ooh, the high priestess. That's feminine. So this person, like I said, was bullied, or the original report or what was happening was not, did not get into the right hands. That's obvious. But also, I'm going to go with, there could be something with treason in there. Okay, with these two right here. Now I have two females, a male and a female, but this is usually a fleeing female. Female on the run, right? She's shrouded. She has her child with her, and there's a person rowing the boat trying to get her to safety. She has to flee. There is a sadness. There's an element of sadness, but also resignation with the Six of Swords, because this person knows they have to leave, probably for their safety, or at least for a portion of time. They just have to make a change, and they've been through a lot. Okay, this report is going to come out. It's going to come out. Make no mistake about it, but I'm going to go with a female, okay, because I've got the High Priestess, the Strength card, and the woman in the boat. So I'm going to go with female, and it may even be two. And there's an element of freedom with this, but they did what they had to do because they knew, because they had the secrets, and they knew they had to, because we were being bullied and taken advantage of, and somebody did something really, really, really bad. And the important thing about the Five of Swords is that this bully is a serial bullier. You know, this is something I usually just teach in class, but if you look at how many swords, thank you, Farna. If you look at how many swords this bully has collected, and these two are walking away, these two have dropped their swords. He's already got swords from other people whom he harmed, right? So this can be a serial, really bad person who just does really bad things. It's the card I really can't stand. Okay, anyway, do not be afeared, because this report will come to light and the person will be safe. Okay? So I don't want you to be afraid. So don't be afeared. Get a goat. Okay, or a frozen iguana. You know they're eating them now. It's true. It's true. Now Danny and Sheila will send me pictures of people eating iguanas. All right. Let's see. What is in the report? What is the report about? Why is it so sensitive? What is in the report that's in Gabbard's safe? Oh, Gabbard, she is dangerous. Okay, don't be afraid. All right. And I think the person that wrote the report, gave the report, was concerned and couldn't sleep and was tormented by what ifs. What if this could happen? What if that could happen? And they were afraid of who was coming in the White House. This is also my card. If you've been with me for a long time, you know I use this card for the skiff. When people have to go in and see a report that's in the skiff. So it could be something that had already been disclosed, or had to do with something that was disclosed in a previous meeting. trying to keep the mouth closed, trying to keep it secret. Here's the prostitute. In its negative, in her negative sense. She's the hub of the tarot. Just saying. All right, and there's our card of the day. This could provoke an attack, make an attack, about an attack that's already happened, an attack on our elections. We're going to ask about Elon Musk too. So I'm going to say that it has something to do with an attack. Things that came through the air, over the air, things that caused something that caused sadness, loss. I'm tempted to think this has to do with the election. If it doesn't have to do with the election, because that could have been an attack from the air, from like Leon, you know. What did Libby call him? Fleon Musk? All right, but there's two cups standing. So let's figure out if we're going to get, boy, I had so many things going through my head there. Are we going to get our hands on that report? No, I already know that because the sun is there. We are going to get it. Will we get the report soon? Will Congress get that report soon? Will they get their hands? They're going to, I feel like they're going to get it because she's going to get it. That girl's in trouble. Okay. All right, there it is. Ooh, something's been done to it. It's been altered. It's been altered. There are two. Here's this bunch of news coming in about it very quickly. Safety, bully, there it is. Someone that's already done this type of serial pattern of behavior. There's the legal card. All right, so some of it has been taken, moved, stopped, altered, moved, stolen. Okay, but we're going to get it. We're going to get it. Because someone knows the name. That's what I heard. Because someone else knows the name of who filed the report. We are going to get the report, right? We are going to get it. The sun. We're going to get the report. It's going to be hard work. They're going to have to, like Warner and all that, they're going to have to put their plans on hold and make this happen. They can't wait. This is, what a debacle. Another Democratic debacle. There's all the deception that's already happened. It's been worked on, covered up. Here's meetings, committee meetings. It's also the SCIF card, government ruling. We're going to get it. Now, is the Nine of Cups fast? No, but we will get it. We're going to get it. They're trying to be the thief. We're going to get it. Don't worry. We are going to get our hands on it. And remember, when I asked in that, if you didn't see the last reading, please go back and watch the last video, because we got that our democracy would hold, that the Supreme Court would help ultimately, and that our elections would hold. They would still be safe. So, wow, I'm fumbling for words today. All right. So I just want you to just hang in there. It's ugly. It's ugly. It's almost as ugly as it can get, but it's going to get worse. Apparently, it's worse, right? But look who's in charge. So that it isn't surprising. Okay. Now let's see. Elon Musk's wait a minute. So I want Avril Haines. We're going to get the report from Avril Haines anytime soon. Can we get a word? Avril Haines. I don't think we're too far away. Ooh, that's still being obscured. Ooh, we have to fight for it. Okay. Because this Two of Pentacles was off to the left side in that first spread, I think it has something to do with this. And we're getting the same Nebula Soup Shell Game card. Hi, Lisa. All right. Let's see. What is Avril Haines involved in this whistleblower report that's in Gabbard's safe? Is Avril Haines involved in any of the wording, any of the report? Yes. But she isn't the sole provider of this, because that's her card, that Queen of Pentacles. See, this is still, and this is our guides and angels way of saying, you can continue to read on this as much as you like, Lori, but you're not going to. This is probably so nefarious. And I use the word nefarious not in a hyperbolic way, and because the person in the Five of Swords is nefarious. Betrayal. There's a very, very bad person who betrayed a lot of people. And the women made the report. But she was involved. She is involved. Okay, so that's a yes. All right, so let's see what happens to Tulsi Gabbard. I just got shivers again, but I didn't feel the cool air. All right, let's see what happens. What short-term future for Tulsi Gabbard? Short-term future, Tulsi Gabbard. She's been up, down, all around. Same card, too. She isn't a fan of this energy. She doesn't like the duties or assignments that she was given. She had fights. She was angry. She's a competer, not a creator. She listened to other people. She's an informant. She gives information. It's terrible. Ace of Cups. There's going to be a lot of emotion coming out around her. 2 aces is a change of places. Now, she is going to be moved in her duties again. And she could be hiding out right now just to make a plan. You know, she's got to build a new web. Ooh, boy. Okay. And then she just tries to flood the whole scene with, she's going to be angry. And then she's just going to put some gossip out there and leave some breadcrumbs that are false and just put a bunch of false narratives out there. There'll be just tons of rumors floating around about her. But this doesn't go well for her. She's going to be seen as a spy. She already is, but this is the spy card. And so this is it. So long term, let's see what happens to her. I think she's in big trouble. I think she's in trouble. Uh-oh. Patricia and Freddie are in the house. Is Patricia not feeling well? Betsy, you better text me. Okay. Let's see here. Tulsi Gabbard, long-term future. Tulsi Gabbard, long-term future. Where is she a year from now? What happens to her? Trump's not going to be in office. She thinks she can get out of this right now. And she thinks if she does what someone tells her to do, if she prostitutes herself, she's going to she'll do better. But something has already ended here for her. So I feel like someone's already told her, look, she's receiving threats. Okay. I'll help you if you do this. But this is on its side, so I don't think she's going to do it. I don't know why. And don't tell me all of a sudden she's got found ethics in her blood somewhere. There's no ethics cells in there. The government is going to deal with her. Something's going to blow up around this in this eclipse. Now, I think is it the 18th, you guys? All right, there it is. She might be able to rat someone else out. She may even say it was a trap. And then she will be forced to tell the truth, or she's going to suffer the consequences. So, but this is a big struggle. So I think this is a trial for her. I don't see a judge, but I do see a government. So I feel like this is a trial. All right. So I just want to do one more on her, you guys. Is she going to, Tulsi Gabbard going down in the flames? Is she getting in trouble for all this? Tulsi Gabbard trying to get into trouble for this. You know, because she was a Democrat, she's a Republican, she's a Russian operative, and Mossad. So, I mean, she's all over the place. That's why she's a hoe. You know? You know that hoe? Okay. Oh, that hoe. Okay. She's going to, oh my God, same cards. Oh my God. That hoe. Okay. There is this other female that is coming after her. So Gabbard's career is over here. It'll never be the same. There's our Avril. Okay. There's a group committee coming after her, and she will try to be the magician. She'll try to come up with something, but it isn't going to work. This means there's an inevitable change coming, and you are going to be affected by it no matter what you do. You can throw a temper tantrum and it will not make any difference. She may, she could leave the country, but I don't feel like she's going to try to turn this around, but I don't think she's successful. All right. She should avoid tall buildings. Yep. I think she made her little movie and then Trump got mad at her, right? All right. Now let's go to Elon Musk because I want to know his corporate headquarters of X and Tesla or whatever in France. Everything was raided last night. So yay for France, right? And Musk has just recently combined two of his companies. One bought out the startup company because that was sort of floundering. So how does Elon Musk do financially with his companies and his success? Let's just see this first. Future for financial success for Elon Musk. His businesses. Unstable energy. Money's on its side. Too much, all over the place. Isn't that interesting that that showed up with him as well? So he could be involved in this. Excuse me. That could be ketamine. This could be something that was done during Biden's administration. He has to defend himself. Oh, this could be Macron, actually. Boy, there's a bunch of news coming out about Elon Musk very quickly. Oh, he's going to have to be held accountable. And he's going to say, I didn't do it, I didn't do it. He isn't making money here. This is big. This is really good. This isn't good for him. Okay? So yay for that. All right? Unless you own his stock. Okay. Let's see here. My lips are so chapped, you guys. Boy, I don't know how you guys live in the winter. I just don't know how you do it. I'm so grateful we're coming out of this. Okay. All right, Elon Musk. Are we going to get information that he was involved in changing the election numbers? Are we going to get information that he was involved in changing the numbers? We're waiting. We've been waiting and we're waiting. when I asked how our democracy was going to be saved, when in the last video, and I asked what brings Trump down, this is the card that came up. So here it's on its side still, so we have to wait till it becomes upright. Same cards. It's so fascinating to me. Doesn't matter how many years I've been blessed with the ability to do this and do readings. It's still a pleasure and a joy and surprise when they tell a story and they reappear. And then I get goosebumps. Oh yeah, Musk knows what's in that safe. He's probably involved in that too. Okay, so there will be another man brought up on charges. Now, I don't know if this is the Poly Market guy or somebody else, but somebody else gets brought up on charges first. These two keep coming up in the same spot. I think Elon Musk gets betrayed. Here's that team of people working on that. I think Gabbard knows about what Musk did. And I think this is all in this big cauldron of newt. It's just this one big, it's just a big. Okay, so we will get something here. Perhaps Gabbard can out Musk. Can out Musk. That's what I'm going for. We're going to get something. Yes. It could come from her because she's going to throw some shade. She's going to throw some dirt. She is going to make gusts. She's going to do all kinds of stuff to get the focus off of her. All right. So then how does Musk do overall then? How does he do? What's his future look like? Elon Musk. Just him as a person. I've always got that he would have to leave here, that he would not be allowed to be here in the United States. And I stand on that because I received that several times. He has no idea what he's doing. He is all over the place. And he is fighting with Trump. And now apparently he's got some sort of beef with Gabbard. He doesn't know what to do. So he must be dosing. He's in the ketamine cloud here. Okay. Oof. He knows. He doesn't know who to attack and who to be friends with. He knows someone's coming after him too. Even though he was crazy and did the Doge thing and slept in the sleeping bag and in the office, he had a little more stability, believe it or not, than he does currently. Right now, he's cray. And he's got to try to come up with some sort of new potion or concoction or pull a rabbit or pull Gabbard out of his hat. This is all too much. It's over the top. He's in trouble. And this is the card that we got. Thank you, Julie. That's very sweet of you. This is the card that we forever received for Trump, all the overreach. And so he's done too much of everything. And you go off kilter when this happens. And there's the devil card there. And then he's just I think he's going to take on the persona of the negative King of Cups who's really icky, just really icky. Yeah, he's not doing well with that. And then he's sitting somewhere looking out the window, wondering about, you know, what's going to happen. He has no idea where he's going to go. He's thinking about his next step. He knows he's in trouble. He knows. He knows. All right. He knows he's in trouble. All right. Did I ask everything I wanted to ask about him? All right. I think I'll ask about Kamala on Friday. We'll ask a whole bunch of questions about her. And I'll ask one today, but we'll ask a bunch. And then my brother will be here. Brother Steve will be in the house. Not for Friday. Oh, thank you, Barb. Thank you. Thelma. It's hard for me to see. Okay. All right. How's Kamala doing? Does she know how's she feeling about what's going on here? Well, no, because I'm sure she's heartbroken for our country. But remember, we kept seeing that that Trump was just going to crap all over, the table, and that she just wasn't even going to want it. It was so bad. But let's see here. How's Kamala doing? What is she doing? How's she doing? She knows that she won the presidency. There's no doubt in her mind. There isn't any doubt in her mind. Okay? She knows who she is. Okay. And she realizes that there are going to be many more meetings and some big problems and a lot of work that has to be done. And she waits. She's got her eye on the ball. She has to make a decision. She holds Excalibur. She knows the truth. They're asking her, do you want this? When this is revealed, do you want this? Do you want this cup? Will you drink this cup? And she's like, I don't know. Oh my God. You know what's okay. All right, now I'm getting chills. So I think that she may take the cup. She's going to work with them. She's going to work with the people who did the whistleblowing, that because this is the card that came up there, to get it out of the set. She's on board. She's on board. And this is her anyway, because she's Libra. And she is the Queen of Justice because she's been Attorney General, right? She's for California. Okay. Whoa. All right. Well, she may have had a little slumpy dump here, but she's on fire now. That girl's on fire. Okay. So watch out. Don't get in her way. All right. So we'll be hearing from her. 2 of Cups, though, takes some time. 2 of Cups is not a quick card. The Tower is quick, but her outcome card is, timing-wise, takes a little bit more. Come through. Okay. I love that. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I know. Bob J. Will anyone be held accountable for the ICE unalivings? And we're also going to ask how Trump is being affected by what's coming out in the EPs. So Will anyone be held, anyone in the United States, anyone in the ICE or the border or whatever they are, will they be held accountable for the unaliving of Pretty and Good and Pretty? Officers be held accountable, or whatever they are. They're not even officers. There's fake militia. Okay. Meeting. Boy, that is the card of the day, I think, for today. I know that we've got the Knight of Swords, but this is meeting upon meeting after information. Well, this guy's on it over here. Okay. Yes. Yes. Someone's going to be very regretful, but they will be held accountable. Yep. But not as many that should. So that comes, that's a yes and a no. And that's what we got in our psychic development class too. You know, all of the readers. Okay. So there's more secrets to come out there. There's more to be revealed. I want to ask one quick question about Kristi Noem. Kristi Noem's short-term future. Whoop. Kristi Noem's short-term future. It's about time for her to pose for another picture, isn't it? She's going to maybe retreat to a ranch. Oops, she's having big problems here. Yeah, she's going to be taking a picture. Here's a photo shoot for her. Lights, camera, action. Yep, that's exactly what she's going to do. They're going to help her out, but they're going to give her a new job. All right. She's getting a new job. Too bad for us. Okay. Now, how will Donald J. Trump be affected by the Epstein Files information? Now, the stuff that's already come out. I mean, there's film there of Bannon that has come out. There's a bunch of stuff. Midas Touch is ripping it up, man. They are really digging up the stuff. He is doing a great job. Okay. How does the information that's already been revealed from the Epstein Files and that's still being revealed, how does this affect Trump? What effect does it have on Trump? It's just sickening, isn't it? It's so, the pit of my stomach. I'm such an empath. I'm just so grossed out. I'm grossed out at the amount of people, even that worked for Obama. I'm just so grossed out. It's just terrible. Okay. This is a really great answer. So he has been already very upset. He's already blown his lid. I guess he thinks heads are going to roll. He is pissed. And Putin has the ultimate control over this. Apparently, Putin has threatened him. Ooh, he's mad. There's the Aleister Crowley Lust card. Okay. Now, does it make him the star of the files? Does he become the star because his name is in there so many times? Oh God, he knows Kamala won. He knows. And he knows she's coming up on his tail. He is really aware of this. So this, it's a big dark shadow over him, and it's going to get worse. I don't think this is what takes him out, because we asked in the last video I did what takes him out, and that was the justice card. So that's a ruling or a judge or specific law that's passed or that he's charged with. Okay, so he's going to be seen as a star player in these files. That's what I think, and there's still more to come with the Poot here, and government knows it. Okay. All right, how am I doing on time? Is Putin going to out? How am I going to remember all these questions I'm adding? So I got to put them in the comments, in the description. Will Putin out Trump? Because Putin is not doing well with his troops. Will Putin out Trump? He will. And he either has pictures. They're already fighting about this. Yeah, there's the girls. I want Ukraine. If you don't give me Ukraine and you don't stop their fighting, I'm going to tell about the littles. And the proposals that were given to them, the enticements and the false knight and the lies that you've told. And there's our other eclipse card. Watch this eclipse, because we keep getting, there's 2 eclipses in all of the tarot, in all 78 cards. It's the 8 of Cups, which kept appearing every time we were asking about Gabbard's safe. And now we're getting the other really big one here. And that's the Bill Barr card too. He's got it. He has it. And he's threatening Trump with it. Absolutely, without a doubt. But he is really concerned. Let's just check on him specifically. How is Putin doing? Is he going down anytime soon? How is Vladimir? Russia. I know it seems like we're in this new fresh patch of hell. And we are. But you cannot give up hope, because there are good things coming. There are good people. There are more good people in this world than bad. It's just there are several bad people that have control in certain places right now. But we're going to win. I don't want you to worry. It looks gross. Oh boy, he's emotional, and he does not want to accept that this war is over for him. He isn't willing to accept it, and he is very emotional, and he's making offers to everyone that will listen to him, because this is who he was. Wow. There's our card of the day. He's already been through that. All right. So he has to make a big decision, and he will be judged. He may be judged by his own military and his own people. He just can't get what he wants done. He keeps trying. Boy, these cards. He's forever working on another plan, but he's got to come up with plan B here. This isn't a card of victory for him. He could be working on his own escape, where he's going to go, what he's going to do next, because this just isn't. He'll be seen as instead of the spy that he is, he'll be seen as the apprentice. So he isn't going to do very well. That's worth celebrating right there. Him and Musk. All right. Speaking of icky people, what happens to the men? Oh, what happens to the men's? What happens to the men who have already been, whose names have already been revealed in the Epps? What happens to them? Whose names have already been brought forward, revealed? There are, that Bob guy is right. There are people in other parts of the world who end up getting in trouble first. This is going to take a while. There will be more that comes out. We're never going to get all of it. We will never get all of it. So, I mean, literally, they're not going to be the hangman, but their careers will be suspended. So there you go. Whatever they were planning, whatever they thought they were going to do, whatever intention they had, just goes bloop. Sorry about your luck. You can throw everything you want at the wall. You can try to bribe. You can try to control the narrative. Bloop. You're not going anywhere. Sacrifice. And they are the sacrifice. All right. Now, let's see. Seasoned Jaywalker asked the future of the Heritage Foundation. Let's see that. I read on this a couple readings ago. I mean, they survived, but so many attorneys and people who were part of it have left. I mean, there was a mass exodus. But what happens to them? They're trying to hold on to control. They're trying to get more money. Some of the things that they, whether it's Project 2025 or 2026 or whatever, they met with opposition. Their plans can't go through. Thank you, Judy. Okay. And then in a little bit, they try to regroup. And they're saying, we need money and we'll help you with your law career, or we'll try to rebrand. We'll try to give us a new name. We're sorry for what we did. We'll start fresh. We'll start new with the ace. But their freak is freaked. And they supported some people that they shouldn't have supported. So, I mean, it's the foundation itself will stand, but it doesn't have the support that it isn't what it was. Okay. All right. Now let's see. There will be some other bad, icky club or, that'll come up. I wanted to ask. Oh, okay. Turning Point USA has created their own Super Bowl halftime show. Will that be a success? And then I want to ask about right-wing Benny Johnson. Turning Point USA, the big BS, and the grieving widow. They've created their own Super Bowl halftime show because they don't want to watch Bad Bunny. So that's going to have Kid Rock, of course. Probably Nicki Minaj. I know Kid Rock is in it. I don't remember who else. Country singer. How will that go? All right. This is all over the place. They'll have a small audience. It isn't what they wanted. They're standing on their own. Oop, who's that? Maybe that's a special lady in the show. Because that isn't Erica Kirk. The dark-haired lady in the show. Maybe it's somebody maybe it's a promoter. But let me see how. Well, I already know how Turning Point's going to do because our guides and angels showed us that Kirk would not be there. We had read on him several times before he was taken out. Okay, so, well, you know, because you've been here with me for a long time. Thank you. Please hit that like button and hit subscribe. Check to see if you're subscribed. Still subscribe because sometimes people get booted off on accident. All right. I mean, I think they'll have some success with that show, right? If nothing else, then curiosity. Right-wing Benny Johnson podcasting future. Right-wing Benny Johnson's podcasting future. Square pegs in the house. Yes. He's trying to promote this, of course, this show. Ooh, he's got a secret here. He gets in his own way. He's going to step in some quicksand here. And then his numbers don't do as well. Ooh, uh-oh. He better watch out. Benny Johnson has a very big karmic situation getting ready to come around. Big time. Watch him. Big change coming for him. Okay. We don't wish anyone ill will. Now, the GOP is fracturing. It is. It is fracturing. You guys, that's something to celebrate right there. And, we have to celebrate, like, everything we want to have happen is coming true. We need to celebrate now. That's what vision boards are all about. That's why we have cupcakes. All right. That's why some of you have special brownies or gummies. Okay, let's see. GOP, Republican Party is fracturing. How bad does it get for the Republican Party? Whoop. Overreach, too much, no good, tilt. Let's just leave it there. We already know that. I already know that. You already know it. They're on tilt. Okay. And we even had one of the, what is his name? Jimenez or something like that from Florida say, it's just, and he was on with Maria Bartiromo on the fake show saying, we did bad. We shouldn't be doing that. All right. With the ice thing. All right. Let's do a reading for you and I. And then I'll be back here Friday. And we will have something else to celebrate. So let's plan it now. And if you're stuck in the snow and the cold, make some big bowl of chicken and dumplings and reading for you and I, spirit guides and angels, and I know you're here because I felt you when you came in. You're always here with us. For your light worker family, for your fellow light workers, what is the news? What do you want us to know? And our focus is our superpower, right? So what you focus on grows. That's why I'm such a big proponent for vision boards. And don't just put words on there. Draw pictures. Remember, they work. I'm telling you. Gratitude lists work. All right. It's going to get better, but it's tough. It's tough. You know, we don't feel like we have control, but we do. We have our wand. Okay, don't be like the hoe. Don't give your power over to the bad people or to the you know, I call this the Kardashian gossip, the drama. Just get rid of the drama. Get out of it. You're a creator. Hold your wand upright. Focus on what you are creating for yourself. What would you do if you loved yourself even more? Because you rule, okay? And you look good too. Dress for success. Okay? Get out of your head and get into your car. So don't worry. You may feel stuck. You may feel paralyzed. You may feel like I don't know what to do. And they're just saying, you know, don't quit overthinking. This is I'm not stuck, right? I'm actually could be doing this to myself here. Because the bad people, the thieves are going to thieves. The cheaters are going to cheat. All right, now, and they're, okay. Yeah, get out. You know, if the snow has thawed and it's warmer, get out and around. The bad people, they're trying to move all of the chess pieces all over the table, okay? And it doesn't matter what they do because they're going down. So do not worry. Remain hopeful and dress for success because you do not know who you're going to run into. So don't think that you're going to run up to the store in your sweatpants. Don't do that when these come up. Please don't do that, okay? Because you're going to be sorry. Okay. All right, stay out of your head. They're going to try to throw all of the spaghetti and the ketchup at the wall. They're going to try to move all of the chess pieces. So a lot of things are up in the air, but just stop overthinking, you know, and don't let your imagination run away with you. Decide on, get some clarity about what you want to create in your life, and then be ready to protest when it's time to protest. But let's remain hopeful. These two rule because they're the majors. And this is about you being at your best, you being the star, you being in charge. Even if you're biting your lip, you look good. And no one knows you're biting your lip. Okay? So you've got the power. You've got the wand. Don't let the other people or all this craziness, nebulous soup upset you. Okay? There's information coming that will help bring us out of there. But this isn't bad. We're okay. I'm not saying that there isn't going to be anything else that won't rock our boat, but they're telling us to get our party clothes on. Much love to you. Thank you for the super chats. Thanks for taking the time to hit the like button and subscribing. Help other people find our Lightworker family. And take care. Stay warm. Don't get hit by any frozen, falling iguanas. Thank you, Raymond. Thank you, Square Peg.